Hello Pioneer family and welcome to this month's Pioneer Update. We're going to start by profiling some of the key resources that we now have to make it easy to invest in continuous growth and development. And then we're going to end by hearing from Rachel Jordan-Wolfe, who heads up Hope 23-24, about the forthcoming United Year of Mission with a particular focus on Easter 24. So, we as Pioneer have an increasing number of resources to help us all keep growing in God. Billy is going to update us on Pioneer podcasts that are really taking off, and Josh lays out very clearly what Pioneer Pathway is and how it serves both those starting out in church leadership, but also serves as a means of continuous theological and practical development for those of us who've been in leadership for a while. The next module starts in June. So let's hear from Billy and let's hear from Josh.
Well, hi there. Back in September, we launched our very own Pioneer podcast. We wanted an opportunity to be able to talk about the vision, the values of Pioneer, to tell stories and examples of how those values have been worked out. And so every 2 weeks, we are putting up a new episode. Pioneer leader from the USA, Matt Richards, is the host of those podcasts, doing a great job looking at all that we hold dear and the stories of God at work. So if you haven't already subscribed, you can do that on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts or on Google Podcasts and all sorts of other platforms. And so check out Pioneer Podcast.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name's Josh and I just want to tell you a little bit about what Pioneer Pathway is all about. Pathway is Pioneer's very own church leadership training program. The whole point of Pathway existing is to equip people practically, pastorally, and theologically in church leadership. So who is Pathway for? Pathway is for people who feel a sense of call to leadership and they want to do Pathway to discern that and grow in that, but it's also for people who are already in church leadership and just want to grow and be encouraged. On Pathway, you will join and be part of a hybrid community. We'll meet mostly online and have breaks in between throughout the year, but we'll also meet in person as well. You can start Pathway in June. So we start our new module in June on Theological Foundations, and you can start Pathway then. Or the great thing about Pioneer Pathway is you don't have to do the whole 2-year program. You can actually just attend one-off modules. So you have 2 options there. If you want to start Pathway, this leadership journey, then you have till the 31st of May to apply. If you want any more information, you just want someone to email, chat with, please do just contact us on email, and you can find out so much more about the whole course on our website as well. Thank you, God bless, and I really look forward to hearing from you and growing Pioneer's leadership as well. See you later.
Wonderful. And of course, we also now have the DNA Discipleship Year starting this September and our core weekends every 6 months, unpacking one of our 4 core values each time. So let's hear from Rachel, who leads Hope Together. She was at our annual Leaders Conference a couple of months back and we heard from her.
So it's a year of mission from September 23 through to it'll be August 24. You are people who mobilise. You are leaders. You can mobilise in your areas. We really need the Pioneer churches to step up front first. You are a prophetic movement. And that's why we need you to go first and to talk to other churches and say, will you come up with us for Easter 2024? Will you pray for all the streets in your community? You can use the Oikos app if you want to, you don't have to, but that means we could map every street in the country being prayed for. And then we push for Easter 2024 to make the one campaign that the Christians are on about is that Jesus rose from the dead. You're allowed, did you know, to do street graffiti with chalk. So if every church in the UK and every Christian got up on Easter Sunday morning really early, we can do our resurrection early morning services, but pre or after, or maybe the night before, we can spray paint the streets with dead or alive. with a stencil, dead or alive. But could you sort out where you are for dead or alive? We can provide a stencil, you spray dead or alive with a hashtag, and then we invite them through a website to encounter the resurrected Jesus in your church.
Wonderful. Do go on the website for Hope 2324 to find out more and bring the conversation into your local church unity settings. Lastly, Wildfires is nearly here, 29th to the 31st of May. We've got about 250 people from across Pioneer churches coming together and camping in the Pioneer Village. On the Sunday night, we're going to have a Pioneer BBQ. If you're not a camper, why don't you consider getting a day ticket? And if you're struggling to afford it, consider volunteering. So I'll see some of you in a field at the Wiston Estate very soon. Bye.